Hello, welcome to today's contemplations. This is philosophy with Loy, uh, Roy. I just want to, touch base on a couple of, you know, interesting thoughts, and I want to go on to a little bit of maybe a philosophical sort of like a rambling, a little bit of a tangent, not quite a tangent, but I just want to touch base on a few interesting facts with you guys. And first, so I'll introduce myself. I'm a practicing Taoist. I have been practicing in seclusion, informally for a number of years, and I've been deeply spiritual for quite a long time now. And I want to share some of the insights and understandings that I have gained from my practice with you. Um, for example, to start with, maybe we can touch base on the aspect of intellectualizing from an intuited state, or perhaps reverberating the sort of music that comes naturally, something that's kind of channeled. And this is kind of what most of this content that I'm about to endeavor to create is going to be. It's the free flow of all that I know, combined with all that kind of is out there in this big world, in this matrix, in this reality, this cosmic, this, even from the void these places stretch. So um you know I touch base with aspects of maybe aspects of self, and how the impermanence of the self that at times may have been built up for those out there that have experienced this, the dissolution of self, the fading away of all that once was known to be, and the and having it disappear into the river, um, and what to do about those things. How to look at it, or perhaps how to feel about that. I think it's a lot can be said for acceptance of what has happened, for most people, to accept what has happened, and to be hopeful for what can be without being hopeful. You see, it's to live in the moment, in the now. And for me, one of the inner strengths that I have developed. There's two words for this. There's one is to pilot yourself through the moments that life can give you, and you've that's basically the key to these things, is to be a good pilot. And if you have an impulse, you should follow that, providing it's a good, strong, healthy impulse. Because when you are your essential nature, yes, you can come back to yourself, and sit in the present, in the moment, and follow through on what should be done. Like procrastination is something that can be quite detrimental if you allow it to, exist. The longer you let it exist. The second word would be to navigation. Navigate your world, navigate your moments, whether micro or macro, the moment. Uh, you have to be a good pilot and a good, strong navigator to sort of swim through the difficulties that life presents. You're burdened with the troubles of the world. They come to your doorstep. They come to you. They come to you as a person. When there are no troubles, there are troubles, and when there are troubles, oh yes, there really are troubles. So I'm not being pessimistic here, but I see that we all have to endure um, this 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 quest, this quest of life, and however it manifests for you. I think it's a human underlying principia for us to, that is good to address. Is struggle will come, and it's what you do with that struggle. For me, I like to turn to the gods and things and find peace in my prayers. My oneness, my closeness to the divine things, and from that point, I begin to search inwards for answers. A lot can be said for states of despair, and these are parts of the path that for example, for me in my practice, I never had a master. I never had a master. My master was celestial. My master was not in in with me, teaching me moment to moment. So I had to navigate. That's why navigation is one of the two main aspects here, is adventuring a spiritual path as an upcoming young sort of Taoist in this world. Um, yeah, navigation is key, and so that you are a poor navigator or you skilled navigator, and inner strength. I mentioned the core. Your core, your inner strength it's we're going now deeper into a state of like an alchemical situation where you transform from your deepest self. You transform who you are, and this has been my journey with Taoism, is the path of transformation, and I'm by no means finished. I'm still on the ascension up the mountain, and I believe with the right mindset, anybody can ascend the mountain. Um, my first, in relations to this mountain that I speak of, at first I was descending the mountain, only to go into the dark night of the soul that most spiritual people quite often talk about. And I toiled down in that realm for a very long time, struggling moment to moment. And this is where the navigation was priority. It was, how do I survive this moment? And it was that for a very long time. How do I make it through this moment? What do I do to survive this? And there was a lot of self talk and inner building of character and strength and fortitude and resilience and perseverance and the dark night of the soul is not something, unless you're a spiritual, unless you're serious about seeking spirituality. These things, look, if you go through it, it's not the end of the world. At times it may feel like the end of the world, and but it's, for me, I think half of the problem was like a cognitive dissonance. I was praying for one thing and wanting the opposite. you know but ultimately, who's going to win that battle? Heaven's going to win that battle. You So praying for one thing, receiving, wanting one thing and receiving the opposite. And like, you be careful what you pray for, because if you get it, is it something you truly wanted? But at the end of the day, don't doubt yourself. What my greatest strength in this battle was accepting that, okay, this perhaps, saying to myself, this perhaps is a part of the path. This probably is a part of, the things that I had prayed for. So I accept this. And no matter how hard it gets, I will see this through. I will go through the thick of it, the dense of it, the heart of it, the burning of it, the whatever your dark night of the soul, because it's not pleasant. Let's be honest. However that appears, I will survive this, and I will go through it. It's like a detach the train of karma, unhitch every carriage that is slowing me down, and burn through everything that I need to burn through so that I can walk baggage free up the mountain, and this is the way. Um, it's a part of the path, for me, and yeah. So navigation is a key principle, for everybody in this world, and that is to hold your head up high, know what you want, be careful what you pray for, but pray wholeheartedly. It's through a wholehearted prayer is when the true you begins to maybe align with all that should be, because your prayers are your most sincere moments. Because even I know that when it comes to a good prayer, it you pray wholeheartedly, and otherwise you wouldn't pray, because the superstition, the fear around those sorts of things. But to be genuine in your prayers, to be genuine in your desire for, you know, hopefully your own betterment, and or the wellness of others, or metta and loving kindness in this world. You see, so there we have it. This is an introduction, a new video series. Known This will be philosophy with Roy, and as a Taoist practitioner, as a follower of the faith, as just a human, another human just like you. I hope that you find your way. You battle, your demons, your angels. You learn to live in harmony with all that is in this beautiful world. Finding balance in your life. Your understanding your left and rights, and knowing exactly what to do. If you're a spiritual seeker, then I commend you for taking the journey, and lots of love. So, Dao bless. Dao bless.